Hello, I'm Ann DeLeva, Dean of the School of Fine Arts, and it is a great pleasure to offer congratulations to the Digital Media and Design class of 2021. You all have persevered through so many challenges, and yet you have shown your creativity, your perseverance, your work ethic in producing this wonderful BFA exhibition and in all the work you've done in your time here at UConn. The School of Fine Arts Administration joins me in offering you warmest congratulations on all your accomplishments. We are so very proud of you. I'll ask you to take a moment to recognize the faculty and staff who have supported you throughout your experience here. I have the highest respect for the digital media and design faculty and the staff. They are so dedicated to their work. They're terrific professionals and creatives, and we are so lucky to have them. So please take a moment to thank them and to connect with them at this very special time. In particular, I'd like to recognize your department head, Heather Elliott Famolaro, who has done such terrific work in helping the department grow and thrive. So congratulations to all of you as you join the University of Connecticut alumni. It's a large family, it's 200,000 strong. Remember that you are always part of the School of Fine Arts family in particular. Please keep in touch along the way, and we'll look forward to celebrating and enjoying your many accomplishments. Congratulations.
Welcome to Unraveled, the 2021 UConn Digital Media and Design Bachelor of Fine Arts Senior Exhibition Screening. I'm Heather Elliott Famolaro, the department head for DMD, and I am so excited to introduce tonight's event. Tonight, we will have the pleasure of viewing the year-long capstone projects of 23 graduating BFA students, and you are in for a real treat. The screening represents a wide variety of approaches from our concentrations. You'll see work in 2D and 3D animation, game design, web design, documentary and narrative short films, and more. I cannot emphasize enough the incredible resilience and determination of this group of seniors. These students have worked so hard overcoming the obstacles of a mostly remote senior year during a global pandemic, physically apart from faculty, facilities, and classmates to create meaningful personal works. To these graduating seniors, I want to say on behalf of all of the DMD faculty and staff that we are incredibly proud of your accomplishments. Know that we all miss seeing you in person this year in our classrooms and chatting in the hallways, and wish that we could have given you all big hugs at an in-person reception instead of here on YouTube. I want to thank Rod Rock and Jorgensen Center for the Performing Arts for hosting the virtual exhibition, Dean Ann DeLeva for her incredible support of our department, all of the DMD faculty and staff for their commitment to remote learning, and their senior project advisees. And this year particularly, thank you to the parents, guardians, and friends of our exhibiting artists who have provided additional support to these students during this exceptional year. It truly takes a village, and we are so grateful for all of the extra support that you've provided to help the class of 2021 realize their final projects. Immediately following the screening tonight, which lasts about 90 minutes, we invite everyone to a virtual reception, which will be held in Zoom, where you can congratulate all of the exhibiting artists. If you haven't registered, don't worry. We will put the meeting link in the YouTube chat right now and again at the end of the screening. We hope that you will join us. I want to encourage everyone also to use that chat feature during the event so you can give applause and kudos and comments to our exhibiting seniors. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2021. And now, enjoy the show.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Yeah, I know you mad I'm not coming today, but I can't do that anymore. I'm tired, I'm drained. It's like when we were kids on the playground, you and the other kids would play tag, but I was too shy. So I just played in the sandbox. I hated the sandbox, like fuck sand in general. It's gross. Gets in your nails. What am I saying? What am I trying to say? I know you're at the rally and you're doing it because you think it's the only thing to do. That's good. That's what I love about you, Noel. Your resilience, your patience. But I'm tired of seeing sis. I would have played tag. Cause no, it's funny because these clowns don't think I can see them. 12, we loop around this beach for what, an hour since I pulled up. Like, nigga, I just going for a swim, like I just want to swim, like no. Hear this. This dream keeps looping in my head. I was here, about to go to the water, knowing I can't swim, but someone called the cops on me. Someone called the cops on me for being a danger to the neighborhood or some shit. But you know, when the cops came, I wasn't scared. Relieved, maybe.
Wade in the water, God's gonna choose water.
All I could think was, what an ending this could be.
Y'all so predictable.
At the count of 3, you're going to fall into a deep sleep. 1, 2, 3.
I woke up on my couch, completely trashed and hammered. And I look over and I see something enter the room. Something otherworldly. What the hell are you?
What is this?
It's a beer, a glass beer bottle.
What is beer?
Well, beer, or any alcohol for that matter, is basically liquid courage. People use it to bond easier, it breaks down social barriers, it even makes you more fun. Although when something like this happens, it's pretty scary with alcohol. I regret drinking tonight.
Then allow me to partake in this consumption. We can break down barriers together and
Properly get to know each other.
That sounds great. Can you help me up at least?
yeah, sure. You got a really nice place here.
Thanks.
This stuff is gross.
Yeah, it's more about the destination with this stuff.
I'm beginning to feel something. Is there anything else you have for me to try?
You want the hard stuff?
Yeah, sure. Give me the hardest thing you got.
Huh? You want a chaser with this stuff?
A chaser?
Oh, right, a chaser. Basically something to make the drink taste a little better. I personally like orange juice. It doesn't hit you as quickly though.
Give it to me straight, please.
Alright man, it's your funeral.
A bit more than that, please.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the whole bottle.
Well, here we go. Ugh.
Here you go. Listen, I don't know if this is racist for me to ask, but are you an alien?
Well, normally I would be offended, but yes, on this planet I would be considered an alien.
Well, what are you doing here? Are you gonna probe me?
No, nothing like that. I'm just here observing.
Observing us? Like humans?
Yes, but don't be alarmed. I'm simply observing your mannerisms and the way things operate on this planet. This isn't uncommon. We always do some routine check-ins every decade or so.
Well, I'm happy to have you here. Do you have a name where you come from, if your people do have names?
I am Thorpe. And you are?
Well, I'm Matt.
Well, Matt, I hope this is the beginning of a wonderful, beautiful friendship.
Let's cheers to that.
I feel great.
You need to take it easy with the hard liquor, Thorpe.
I feel a little better now, though.
Have your people ever invaded another planet?
There hasn't ever been a need to. I know this might be strange for you, Matt, but I assure you, with more of this alcohol, there won't be as weird anymore. So what do you say? You want to continue breaking down these barriers?
Yeah, we can drink some more.
I'll have some more of the hard stuff, but with the chase this time. Comfortable furniture. Is it just you here?
Thanks. My girlfriend stays here time from time.
Oh, I see. Have the two of you ever considered having children?
Are we talking or are we drinking?
Forgive me if I overstepped my questioning.
Listen, next lesson is social cues. I don't know if your planet has these unwritten rules, but if you bring up a subject and somebody is visibly uncomfortable, don't bring it up again. Read the room.
I don't see any words in this room.
Drink it.
I'm having such a wonderful time, man.
Me too, Thor! Me too!
Whew. All right. Good night, my new friend.
Man and magic, forces that once made an attempt to coexist. As the war escalated and tensions grew, answers grew shorter. Until man came to solution.
We all existed respectfully before he began his pointless guild.
Things have gone too far. It is time to bring my magic back to the world.
Did you know that Slicko covers home, auto, and monster insurance? Signing up today can save you over $100. Call today. Slicko. explosive savings. For limited time, all cloaks and jackets are 50% off or more at our online store-wide savings event. Don't miss your chance. Shop now at www.
Yeah. Ever since flip phones, I was trying to slide. Go bananas trying to be the apple of your eye. Real shit, baby.
When people hear my music, first thing they say is, wow, like I never would have expected it. Or like, oh, like you don't look like a rapper. Like something like that. I like to show people that like it doesn't, none of that shit matters. Like if you can do it, you do. You know, I kind of look like a squeeb, but it's like, that's good for me, because I can run with that, you know what I'm saying? Being yourself is kind of underrated, I think. It's gonna be heinous. I wanted to start a student record label. And when I went to look into how to do it, I found out that somebody else had just started a student record label like a month before.
My name is Jacob Stockman. So yeah, I got the idea to start my own student record label. JR was actually like our first official like signee to the club, and he sent me his music, and the first thing I open the Spotify link, the first thing I see is like his Step Back cover, which is a dope cover. But you know how JR is, like he's like this, goofy looking kid with glasses, and he's like, I'm a rapper. And so I'm like, who is this kid?
It's funny, man. Like, people will say, you don't look like a rapper, you don't act like a rapper, you don't talk like a rapper, whatever. Listen to the song,
I clicked on Rocket, which was his like most listened to song at the time. I mean, it was flames. Like, he does not look like how he sounds, first of all. Like, he has this deep, like, intentional, convicted voice, in his rapping especially, but like also in real life. As a fan of rap, punchlines just like always do it for me, and he's got the best. Like Get You Geeked, what he just released, the hook is all punchlines, and they're all clever.
I'm on that venomous, you on that cinnamon sweet, you on that sesame street. I'm on the top of my bed, my sesame seed. I get up and get it with ease. Woo, take it like Bobcat, girl. I like to invite you to pop that. Check the stats on me, got the raps on me. Do it bad for me, get a call back. Push that like easy button, no staples, bitches.
When will I see myself as having made it or succeeded? My take has always been when I can wake up every day and get $1 from being creative and not have to, when I can quit my day job. When I can quit my day job and get by and maybe eventually even have enough money to support a family with that, that's as far as it has to go, man. I mean, that fame shit is overrated, I think. For everybody that's supporting my music, thank you, because you didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stop, so don't stop keeping an eye out. It's gonna get bigger, so tell your friends. And let's do this thing,
One day I'll make a whole lot of money, and I'll have shoe game. And I'ma send some off-white to him to help him through the mood swing. I'll have you know we reach for the stars, cause that just ain't shit else to be. Yeah. Crooked road running through my town like a postcard. Major key, same birthdays, Mozart. I wanna make the list and spit a Forbes bar. I wanna go kinda fast in a sports car. Oxford comma, my bank, need another one. I'm really feeling my oats in a honey bunch. I show the ropes to the crowd, make them double dutch. Real shit, that just means you fucking jump. Grade 6, so I knew that I would run it up. Doing something, end the discussion. Spooky flow, butane, lit him up, pumpkin. All this free time, how the fuck you do nothing? Facts. It's like that. One day I'll make a whole lot of money, and I'll have shoe game. And I'ma send some off-white to him to help him through the mood swing. I'll have you know we reach for the stars, cause that just ain't shit else to be.
This is Rachel. She works as a project manager at a marketing agency with a team of 4 other people. This team is incredibly talented, but their different approaches with time management, communication, and coming up with ideas often causes tension. Recently, Rachel learned of the Myers-Briggs personality test, which she hopes will help her team work better together. She wants her team to take the test, but she's going to take it first. After Rachel answered the many questions about her personality, she discovered that of the 16 personalities, her type was INTJ. Introverted, intuitive, thinking, and judging. Each personality type is made up of 4 letters. The letter I is one of 2 choices. I for introvert or E for extrovert. Although some people can be a bit of both, most people tend to lean one way or the other. As an introvert, Rachel struggles with lengthy social situations, but she thrives when she is able to spend time alone. Next, Rachel got N, which stands for intuitive, rather than S, which stands for sensing. She has a wonderful imagination, but can have a hard time thinking in the present. Rachel found out that she is T, or thinking, instead of F for feeling. She tends to be rational and has no problem debating and pointing out facts, but she can have difficulty talking about feelings and showing emotions. The last letter focuses on how Rachel approaches time management. As a J for judging rather than P for perceiving, she appreciates a clear schedule, but she has trouble with spontaneity. Rachel learned a lot about herself from taking the test, and she's excited to learn about her colleagues' personality types. Maddie is introverted, sensing, feeling, and judging. She likes thinking realistically, and she often gets frustrated with other team members for not being practical. Ellie is introverted, intuitive, feeling, and perceiving. She can easily come up with new and creative ideas, but has a tendency to suggest new ideas even in late stages of projects, much to Rachel and Maddie's frustration. Mike is introverted, intuitive, thinking, and perceiving. He is imaginative and logical like Rachel. However, he is more laid back than Rachel, and his tendency to make last-minute meetings bothers both Rachel and Maddie. Paul is extroverted, intuitive, feeling, and perceiving. He has a great imagination for big ideas. However, his talking drains Mike of energy, and Rachel and Maddie don't always appreciate his grand ideas. After finding out about everyone's results, Rachel came to see the value of having a variety of personalities and ideas in the workplace. Maddie realizes she is quick to dismiss new ideas, so she plans to write down Paul's big ideas rather than writing them off immediately. Paul appreciates that and decides that he will take charge of Rachel's task of communicating with other departments so that he doesn't talk off the ears of his introverted coworkers. She asks Ellie if she would like to have more guidance with moving from ideation to other steps of the projects. Ellie is excited about working with Rachel to move past her comfort zone in ideation. In turn, Mike is seeing promises of a more streamlined work environment as everyone works around their differences. He will now give his teammates advance notice of meetings so that they can plan for it. Rachel is thrilled to already see so much progress.
Once upon a time, in a kingdom kinda between long, long ago and just long ago, there once lived a very poor street magician.
Hi. Am I in the right place?
Yeah.
What's wrong with this guy?
They are waiting for us in the throne room.
Oh, wait up.
Ahem. Welcome, esteemed entrants. Now introducing your host, His Majesty the King, and his lovely daughter, the princess. So, as you know, first prize in this tournament will net you 10,000 gold pieces, as well as the highly sought-after hand of the crown princess in marriage. Now, to begin, the rules of this tournament are as follows. In order to ensure the competition is fair, each of you will perform your one best spell for the king. He will decide the winner based off the most impressive magic, and they shall receive their rightful rewards. Good luck, contestants, and may the best magician win. First entrant, please step forward.
Whew. Uh-huh. Listen, Princess, I have to come clean. I didn't do any real magic in there. Whatever happened to those other magicians, it had nothing to do with me. I only even entered this competition for the money, not to get wed to...
I know, good Sir Magician. Or, I knew that you did know magic, not the money part.
No offense, there's nothing wrong with marrying you, but I...
Peace, friend, it's quite alright. Truthfully, neither of us sought marriage from this competition. That said, I am not yet queen. I do not hold enough power to annul this arrangement, no matter how much I might wish it. You won the competition, and so we are to be married.
Did he happen to say when we'll have to marry?
My dear magician, how right you are! And how clever!
It's a talent. I'd have hated forcing you to marry someone you only just met.
Quite. But, you know, with your winnings from the competition, you're quite well off. Perhaps you might consider taking lunch with me one day? You know, so I don't end up marrying a stranger.
Why wait?
Welcome to my town. This is where my life was formed. I've lived here since the day I was born, and my dad since he was 3. I grew up playing all different sports, as did many others. Here, you learn that you can do anything you set your mind to. I went to public school my entire life, and grew up having classes with many of the same people. Outside of school, I may have complained that it was boring, and my town had nothing. But really, I had everything I needed.
I have lived here for 5 years.
I have lived here 26 years.
I've lived here all my life.
I have lived here for 10 years. My favorite part is that I love the ice cream stores.
I think the sense of community that we have here and that there's so much to do around here.
Ice cream shop, holy cow.
It's the lakes and ponds.
My best memory is when I turned 5, the fire trucks came for my birthday.
Catching frogs in the creek.
Catching a catfish at a pond.
The Christmas tree farm in town. $25, any Christmas tree you can find. We've spent many, many Christmases before Christmas picking out Christmas trees and with the family. It's been great there.
My favorite spot is Treadwell Park.
Taunton Lake.
Treadwell Park.
Fairfield Hills. To walk the dog, watch sports.
In my free time, I like to go to restaurants.
I like to fish and hike.
Go on the lake, on the boat, on the kayaks, do a lot of hiking.
I like to go kayaking. My town is fun because there's lots of things to do.
It's a small and beautiful place.
I always wanted to live here ever since I was in my 20s, my early 20s. My father drove me through here, this town, and I said, I want to live here.
It has many things to do, like go fishing, go hiking, go swimming.
Summers on the lake are my favorite. Going out with my family on hot days is something I always enjoy. When it came to winter, I loved finding new spots to sled with friends. We are a town where you know your neighbors, and you often know them well. For me, my neighbors have watched all my biggest milestones. If you are from here, you probably have recognized a lot of this footage and the places named. If you aren't, then you probably thought you knew our town. Until now. We are Newtown. On December 14th, 2012, my life changed forever. That was the day 20 first graders and 6 educators lost their lives. I never thought that such horror was possible in my small town. Since that day, our town has never been the same. Newtown added aspects of life that we never thought we would. We had to adapt to a new normal, and as stated by the Newtown High School principal at the time, our collective strength and resilience will serve as an example for the rest of the world. Many have become advocates for change, while we still grieve today. We have faced tragedy, we have faced loss, and we become a name on a list that needs to end. But we are more than just the town of the Sandy Hook shooting. We are a town of love and laughter. We are a town of adventure, and we are a town of resilience. So now that you have seen what Newtown really is, welcome to my town.
The only time I can feel alive is when I close my eyes. I dream of a sense of direction, purpose. I imagine being free from this reality, riding against the wind. The reality was cold, dark, forbidding, confusing. Mean. And yet everything was warm and bright. Everything felt different for me. I was becoming lost, hopeless. What was so wrong with me? At that point, I couldn't help myself. I gave in.
You two, we are not traditionalists. Follow me. Please. I know how you feel. Want to be accepted. As much as you try, you can never be like them. We all think we want to fit in until we realize how different we are. Just remember that.
It was at this moment everything was making sense. I was always on the right path. I just needed someone to guide me. Like magic. I found meaning. My dream became a reality.
Mi nombre es Antonio Rivera. A mí me encanta cocinar, me encanta darle de comer a la gente. Entre familia estábamos hablando con mi esposa y encontré un truck. No era real, era una fantasía de un truck que estaban vendiendo que no sabía ni dónde estaba. Pero no voy a dejar de trabajar hasta que el Dios diga no más. Hasta ahí. Yo vengo de México, soy mexicano 100%. Crucé ilegalmente hace 30 años, 35 años. Me vine por California, ahí llegué. Yo tenía como 17 años. Trabajé en el campo. Estuve un tiempo en San José. Tampoco me gustó porque yo soñaba con la ciudad de Nueva York, de vivir en la ciudad de Nueva York. Y me mudé al Alto Manhattan. Ahí viví como un año. Tampoco me gustó, pasó el tiempo, ya no me gustó. Mucha droga, mucho vandalismo había y no me gustó. Encontré un trabajo en Greenwich, ahí empecé a trabajar de dishwasher. De dishwasher encontré unos muchachos árabes de Egipto que me estaban enseñando a cocinar y ahí aprendí. Hasta esta fecha he estado cocinando de hace 30 años. A mí me encanta cocinar, me encanta darle de comer a la gente. Trabajé en el Diner 16 años, me fui a un club, estuve en la Marqueta 8 años, en el club estuve 12. Compramos un coffee shop, lo tuvimos por 13 años. Entre familia estábamos hablando con mi esposa y encontré un truck y no era real, era una fantasía de un truck que estaban vendiendo que no sabía ni dónde estaba. Y de ahí empezamos a buscar el truck hasta que lo encontramos. Ya cumplimos un año y gracias a Dios estamos muy bien. Mi mamá le aprendí mucho a cocinar, sí. Ella le encantaba hacer pan, pero yo no me gustó hacer pan. Me gustó hacer comida. Todo lo que hago yo lo aprendí muchas cosas de ella. Las salsas principalmente, las salsas vienen de México, es especialmente mexicano. Mi familia siempre está conmigo el 100%. Mis hijos, mi esposa, mis hermanas en México. Necesito algo, mando a mis hijos, mi esposa siempre está conmigo, porque cuando trabajaba en el club los dejé todo el tiempo. Mi esposa se encargó más de la familia y yo solo me dediqué a trabajar. Y últimamente ya estoy más con mis hijos y ahora de grande los estoy aprovechando más. Mi peor desafío, mi mejor desafío fue cuando el banco nos iba a confiscar la casa y tuvimos que luchar mi esposa y yo sin que los muchachos se dieran cuenta de lo que estaba pasando en casa. Ese es el peor desafío que tuve de experiencia en la vida. Pero gracias a Dios que lo logramos todo y le ganamos al banco. Nos quedamos con la caja, la estamos pagando y fue duro, muy duro, duro. No voy a dejar de trabajar hasta que el Dios diga no más, hasta ahí. La cuarentena, gracias a Dios, bendita la cuarentena porque nos ha ido, no dejamos de trabajar.
It was an interesting time, to say the least, because it wasn't something we were expecting. When we started off, it was fairly quiet nights and slowly starting to build a customer relationship. Not to say thank you to COVID for picking up the business, but In a way, it's good that it happened because it allowed us to broaden our relationship to the clients. So we were able to reach out to more families, help other people out. Old customers actually were able to find us through social media and through Grubhub and DoorDash, that customers we haven't seen in years. In a shocking twist, the coronavirus was a big help for us. COVID became the biggest concern, and everybody was worried and fearful about their businesses. It would be wrong for us to say that we weren't part of the same worry, that we would have to close our business down because of COVID or social distancing. But thankfully, the city of Stamford said that we don't have to close because we're considered to be an essential business. People would need food, people would need to order out. They just said, keep doing what you're doing as long as you don't have anything that would cause people to sit down in front of your business, or as long as you don't have anything that can attract risk of the spread of COVID, then there's no reason for us to interfere with your business. And so when COVID started shutting things down and quarantining people, we were worried a little bit that we wouldn't see the same number of people walking up, but we're just grateful that our regulars would return to us and say, hey, are you guys still open? The pride that I have for my dad cannot really be explained and expressed. I've seen this man fight through thick and thin. He's an inspiration, more than just a father figure. He really is an outgoing man. He is a hardworking man, stubborn, but he knows where his heart is. And even if he doesn't show it, I am glad and I am happy to say that I am his son, and I'm happy to help where I can in this business. I've watched him for my life, from working in a tiny little restaurant downtown Stamford to all the way up to here in this truck. And in a way, it's kind of, he's back to where he is most comfortable. In an environment where he's in control, he doesn't answer to anyone but himself, and he just does what he loves doing.
Agradecido de Dios, de la vida, de este país que nos da oportunidad, porque todos podemos, todo se puede. Yo soy Antonio Rivera, este es mi negocio, Don Toño, es un food truck, mobile kitchen. Pueden venir cuando gusten, aquí estamos en el parqueo, diario, 7 días a la semana. Se les agradece a todos los clientes de Don Toño que lo han soportado un año y muchos más que vienen.